Hi everyone, Ann Dixon here. Today's training video is going to be on my morning routine. And I feel like when I talk about my morning routine in my Epicure network marketing business, it makes me feel a little woo-woo, like you're like, that's your routine, that's your secret to success, but it is. So anyways, so we're filming this video pretty late at night. Usually I'm in bed way before 11:30, but I usually, my routine on a normal day is I get up before every one of my kids. So I try to aim to get up at like 5:30, 6 before everyone else. The reason for that is because I like to start my day before everyone. So I like to get my passion planner or my journal out, and I already have written the night before. Ideally, I've written out what I have to do for the next day. So I have that in mind. And then when I get up, I like to make myself tea, and I also like to meditate. So I will sit down and have a clear head and just focus on and just like breathe in and out and just relax and set my intentions for the day. And that's a big one. I feel like the mindset is such a key piece that we don't talk about enough. I can talk, I have tons of videos. I have tons and tons of videos already on like the strategy and all that fun stuff. But if your mindset is off and if you think you're not going to do well in this business, you're not going to do well. Like, the challenge with direct sales and network marketing in this business is that there's no boss. There's you. Like, you have me as your leader, or um, you have a team. You have like colleagues, but it's not the same. It's not like a 9 to 5 job where someone's sitting there and being like, "Hey, you gotta do this," and you have goals. Like, your goals, it's just you. So you have to be self motivated. There's no one being like, "You gotta go do this." So always keep in mind what you want, what your goal is. If your goal is to make some money in this business, if your goal is just to have fun, whatever the goal is, like, keep that intention in mind when you're doing this. So I always sit down and do the meditation, and then I actually write out my goal. So in an earlier video, I talked about my how I hit Epicure leadership within 7 months, and that's because I did all this. So I sat down, wrote up my goals and intentions every day, saying like, I'm so happy and grateful, I am an Epicure leader. I literally wrote that over and over again. Even when I hit that, I was like, oh, I don't have to write this anymore. And I know that last month my mindset was off and my sales numbers were also off because of it. So I wasn't in the right mindset. So you need to get in the right mindset. Like, if you're like, oh man, no, she's not gonna host a party. Guess what? She's not gonna host a party if you're putting that out there. So like, don't put out the bad mojo. Like, obviously you still have to do the work. You can't just like whoosh it out into the universe and not do anything. Like, you have to put the intentions out there and then do the work. So I like to do that right away, and then I also know what I'm going to do. Like, I usually check my blog first and make sure there's no one I have to respond to there, and I usually try to work on a blog post for something related to my business that I already usually have planned out. Like editing a YouTube video, for example. Those kind of things, and that's what I do every morning. And then I also have in my passion planner daily the like written out of like, it's like 9 to 5, and it has like scheduled time blocks, so I know what I have to do that day. Like, if I have a meeting with a teammate, or if I have to make a call to someone or email that like a host, or like usually it's asking people to become hosts, or booking a venue or something. I don't know. I'm making things up, but like, I actually have it all down, and I try to make sure I do it. I always try to make sure I do the tough things first, the things I don't want to do. I think that's like a eat the frog. I think that's what the book is called. So that's my morning routine, and I feel like that's the key to my success, is the mindset piece. So I'm really big on like having the mindset in place, and I feel like you can tell, like, people know when I'm off, like, or like I'm sick, or not in the right mindset. And I've seen this so many times too with team members that, like, in my past business, were like, oh, the mindset's off, and then I know their sales are going to be off too, because they're like, no one's going to buy my clothes. I used to be in clothing. So that's my morning routine. And then evening, I try to do something similar, where I settle down and I use essential oils to like simmer down, and I put on, like, my kids call it doze. It's like relaxing music, and try to keep my intentions and my goals in my head, so then I'm in a happy place when I sleep. That's really cheesy. I can't believe I put this on a video. That's what I do, people. So make sure if you're on my team, watch the whole series of videos, and I promise the rest of the videos won't be as woo woo. But if you're watching this and you're not on my team and you want to become an Epicure consultant, you'll get more fun videos like this. So take care, everyone. Bye.